Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 5-Minute Major, where we debate the hottest topics in sports. Happy New Year. Welcome to 2010, Paul Friesen and Steve Ripley. Gentlemen, let's talk about the World Junior Hockey Championship right off the bat. Another tremendous tournament, fabulous for TSN especially, I imagine, and a Canada-USA final that people will remember for a very long time. I don't think it really was the greatest game ever played because there was so much shoddy goaltending in that kind of situation. And, well, let's face it, Canada didn't win. But it certainly was exciting and once again proved that World Junior Hockey is a tremendous event.
Tremendous tournament, though? I don't know. I think you could debate that. A lot of blowout games.
Wasn't sold out, was it?
Wasn't nearly sold out. 2 games sold out, I think. Gold medal game and the New Year's Eve game, and that one just barely. A lot of blowout games for Canada. This event is not quite the 2-team event that Olympic women's hockey is, for instance, but it's not far from it. 2, 3, 4 teams only, and a lot of bad teams and a lot of bad games. I don't know if I would have wanted to pay $140 for an upper deck seat for most of those Canada games. So,
well, and you could have done so, Steve. You were in Saskatoon, but you didn't go.
Yeah, no, I didn't have a lot of interest in seeing Canada play Latvia and Switzerland. And I guess the draw didn't help the way it was set up. Canada ended up playing only 3 teams this tournament. So that made it a little bit dull from my point of view. I'm not the hugest World Junior
and only
fan
one
in the first
team
place.
that was any good.
Yeah, exactly. And I think it's fair to say that team was the better team. From what I saw, I think I saw both U.S. games. They seemed to be just way faster and just the better team. Certainly Canada, the grittier team, played really well for about 10 minutes of each of those 2 games. And
that was almost enough.
That was almost enough, but certainly the goaltending let them down.
and it hurt Canada to not have better competition. If they would have played the Swedens and the Finns maybe and the Russians heading in, it might have been a little better in the gold medal
It
game.
might have helped. And certainly, Jordan Eberle, I mean, that guy's an unbelievably clutch player. And the way he came through with 2 more great goals, as he did in last year's medal round, really an incredible player. And I'd say Canada had good enough forwards. They were very good up front, and they got lots of goals, including 5 in the gold medal game. That should be enough to win it for you. Their problem was their defense was slow and couldn't keep up with very speedy American forwards, and the goaltending was nowhere near good enough.
Yeah, it's hard to know what to make of that. The hockey you saw. A lot of it looked like an NBA All-Star game. Just back and forth. As it got tight, the checking picked up, but it seemed to be. I guess when you get into this habit, and you're playing Switzerland, you're playing Latvia, it becomes this run and gun that I don't think you're going to see at the next level, and I don't know how that translates for the future prospects of these players.
The giveaways are what amazed me, and that's in some ways that's kind of junior hockey, right? You see so many more giveaways than we're used to seeing when we watch the NHL. That's what also makes it unpredictable and exciting. So, getting back to the goaltending of Canada, I mean, that was got to be one of the worst goaltending performances at a World Junior for Team Canada in a long time.
I think the goalies and a few of the defensemen probably would see their stock drop in terms of their NHL prospects because they just did not live up to what people would have expected.
It seems that the pressure of the moment, the gold medal game, gets to juniors occasionally, unlike, again, seasoned
Marc-Andre
pros.
Fleury's turned out okay after it got to him.
Exactly. He has turned out okay when he made one of the biggest bonehead moves in goal for Canada. So it's amazing what the pressure and the spotlight and the one-game winner-take-all will do to these kids. Remember, they are kids.
Does the tournament need to change, Frieser, the way that you were suggesting?
Yeah, I don't know how, though. I'd love to come up with a solution.
It's as popular as ever. I'll bet you the numbers will come out on TSN that this is, probably the most watched one ever.
Yeah.
Certainly everybody I know was watching the game last night. It's a big deal for a lot of people. But as you said, I mean, is it really a good indicator of who the best team in the world is when you're playing in that situation?
I guess it is, and it's a great format for the drama of it, the sudden death, the sudden victory. That's all a good format. I wouldn't change the the medal round and things like that. But is it time to go down to 8 teams, lop off the 2 weaker ones? I don't know. Or do you? Someone was saying that if you take away the incentive to run up the score on people, take the goals for and against out as a tiebreaker, maybe that would help avoid some of those lopsided games. I don't know what the answer is.
Dare I say it was good that a team other than Canada won, though?
You know what?
Because that's probably going to add to the interest in the tournament in the coming years.
It's good for this tournament to have some variety.
Yeah, absolutely. It gets pretty tedious to see the same team winning all the time, and I think that might help.
Even if it is our team.
Yeah. It's going to be in Buffalo next year, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, so
Buffalo, New York.
that'll probably help.
And then back in Alberta in 2012.
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll be a bigger frenzy than ever. Gentlemen, thank you very much. We managed to stay on one topic and in 5 minutes.
All right.
So thanks for joining us on the 5 Minute Major. We'll talk to you again next week.